Hi everybody. For this one, you're going to really have to pay attention to how you're going to set this game up in your house or your apartment. I'll get back to that in a second. Make sure you're bringing your best effort. Make sure you've got your music. And for this one, you don't really need a timer, but you might want to actually set up a timer so that you can swap out. This one, you've got either partners or you can do a group of 3, depending on how many people you've got. Your equipment for this one is you just need a whole bunch of socks. And then you've got to really think about where you want to play this game. For us, we've chosen this hallway because what you do need is you need a couple doorways that you can run in between. If you're going to do this one outside, that's cool too. You can set up different barriers or barricades outside where you're trying to zip from one to the other. The big thing is never have 2 barriers set up side by side. Make sure you always have to zigzag, crossing back and forth so that it's a bit of a challenge. Now, the way this one works is we've labeled our levels. We've got level 1, this is doorway, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. I win the game if I can make it to level 5. But here's what I've got to do. I have to go from 1 to 2, then I have to go 2 to 3, then I have to go 3 to 4, then I have to go 4 to 5. I've got Invisible Gary and Invisible Susan who are going to play this game with me, and they've got a whole armload of socks, okay? So the only equipment you need besides setting up your area is the socks. So Invisible Gary and Invisible Susan, they can only throw 1 sock per level. So I sneak in here, Invisible Gary and Invisible Susan get their socks ready, and then I count down 3, 2, 1, and then it's game on. Remember, I'm trying to go over there. If I get hit, I'll show you what happens. 3, 2, 1, game on. Now, as you can see, I made it through level 1, so now I've got to try and zip over here to level 2, and they're never going to hit me. Level 2, success. Now I've got to make it level 3. I deke out. I get fancy. I try and dance. Maybe I tease them. I got whacked. What I have to do now, I have to go all the way back to level 1. I didn't make it. It starts again. They get their socks ready. 3, 2, 1. Game on. Boom. I made it. I get a point. They can either come and collect their socks, or we can switch roles. Invisible Susan goes and runs, or Invisible Gary goes and runs. If you're finding it's really, really hard to throw your socks, you can get something else that's nice and soft. Maybe you've got some softballs, or maybe if you're playing with somebody who doesn't mind getting whacked by something that's maybe a little denser, a little soft, you can play that way too. Remember, once you've set it up, once you've learned the game, ditch the screen and go have fun playing the game.